Your dad was friends with who at university? Hello and welcome to Friday. We are going to be going back into Disco Elysium. We have not gotten very far. We've woken up, looked at ourselves, and gone downstairs. Is anything new with the stream that you need to know? Yes, the activity ticker here should now work for followers. I think a lot of you are subscribed, so we can't necessarily test that all that well. Looking handsome today, I've got this. Kick with Sabots. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Look at this. This does my head in. I can do a lot to change this, but it changes some of the colour information on my head. And I match everything to how I think I ought to look here. Not too much blue, not too much red. I'm a bit red here, but... Killian, if you're still around for a potential night hole afterwards, then I would love to hear more about your dad's relationship with the ex-deputy leader of the Labour Party, Tom Watson. Was he deputy? Yeah, was he? Is that who? Doesn't matter. Forehead is a bit head. I suppose it is a bit head. Do you know, my complexion could be... Do you know what? This is a bad... We're here not to observe me. Well, partially. I am the draw. But we're also here to play Disco Elysium. So let's stop this, and save it. Save the project file because I was tampering with it. That's good. That's a good emote mod. Am I where I want to be in my own frame? Yeah. Yeah, I am. We're going to be going back into Disco Elysium. It has been brought up by bird.exe that if I throw every single choice to the chat, it will take us years to complete this game. A number of solutions to this were posited. I was going to suggest Tom Watson is Owen Jones's dad, yeah. I was going to suggest if I bring that back up a bit now, we can enjoy the sounds. Forehead is a bit head. And just to explain, the lemon represents scurvy. Cod Adam represents the Freudian father. And the drink label with part of it is just about how you're not allowed to say Dr. Pierce, otherwise I'll ban you. So they've all got a use, okay? They're all useful. When you say really close, you don't mean emotionally close, right? You mean... Because we've all been close to him. We've all been near enough to Dr... What's his name? Mr. Chu's restaurant. To see him through the window. Okay, so I'm going to posit... How should we ratio chat choices to Morl choices? Long game. There's no rush. Chat decides everything. 50-50. Even split. Morl decides mostly. Throws to us when tricky or pertinent. Okay, how should we ratio the choices? We've got three options. One is we do the long game, there's no rush. I throw everything to you guys. Two is just try to get an even split. I'll decide half the things, you decide half the things. It worked! Thank you very much, Sid and Beth, for that subscription. Finally, my custom subscription overlay popped up. Unfortunately, I had put a poll in front of it. So, for the first time I've got it working. I obscured it with something else. And 3 will ensure we see more of the game. We have a tiny bit more agency. But I'm sure a lot of the choices aren't necessarily going to be fascinating. They'll be they'll be like, what do you want for dinner? And I'll just say bread. And I'm going to assume now if I put it to a poll, you'd say bread as well. I'm going to leave this huge jar of water right in front of me to ensure I have a big supply of sips. 50-50 even split. Okay, going to be hard to police, but thank you, Oracle of Truth, for that gifted sub. It's going to be hard to police, but we can try for it. 50-50 even split. What, coin flip each one as to who does it? I could do. Do I have a coin? Got my wallet right here. Thank you very much, Maggie. Oh, I got 50p there. I've got a really clean 50p. When was this minted? 50 pence, yeah, got that much. 2015. Just like it could have been minted last week. Look at this. This is a pretty penny. Thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you for all these hype trains. I could flip each one. We do love a coin flip in this community. Flip a plate. No, that's never happening again. Wow, people are going bonkers. People have gone bonko for this train. Well, I hope the train brings you a lot of joy. It's bringing me a lot of joy to see such love and generosity in this community. And I know that all the gang feel the same way. From all of us here, thank you for your generosity this evening. And I'm going to flip that little coin to shit, just to ensure. From all of us would have been a really good pun. Okay, shrink my send down. Let's get into it. I love that. Came to this with the kind of trying to save more time, see more of the game, but now we've added an extra logistical step of coin flipping. Okay, let me bring the chat pop-ups just a little bit to the side so that we can... I don't know how important it is to see... Thank you for the bit. Enough bits and we can pay off this 50p. Is this game good? So far, actually, I'm really impressed with it. I really like it so far. I thought it was more of a point-and-click adventure, but it's a lot more like a CRPG than I was expecting. I'm this guy. I'm like a 70s dad who drowned. This is Kim, who we just met. What's his name? Kim Katsuragi? He's your straight-laced... And look, he has a very, very tidy-looking flight jacket. I like flight jackets now. Thank you for all these subs. All my friends are here. So I think I'd finished with him. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I had to stop the stream prematurely.
Beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
I forgot the circumstances of me stopping last time because it was the beginning of my meds giving me such bad side effects they took me off my meds. So I crashed out of the game pretty hard. But I'm here now and I'm compos mentis. Haven't got the cool jumper on. It's more of a long sleeve t-shirt, but yes. Sam the Sandown clown is here with us again because I love him.
Mr. Guard, right? You run this place.
Can we get a timeout on Killian McKillian, please?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation. So joining me from Precinct 41...
Thank you, Jambud. So we will we'll be flipping here, I think. Okay, do you want heads or do you want tails, chat? Shall I give me heads because I'm a massive head? Yeah, you guys want tails. Okay, flipping here. I'm going to be as honest as I can. As honest as I can. I'll just be honest. Okay, you'll see it before I do. That's a tails. Where's the queen? There's no queen to be seen. So So I throw this to you. Please let me know if you see this. If the overlay is enabled, you should be able to vote on this. I'm not seeing any numbers changing. This is bad news. Okay, numbers are changing. We're not polling each time for heads and tails. Okay, we're currently between names.
Fantastic.
Are we really flipping? This doesn't feel like an efficient. This doesn't feel like an efficient way of doing it. Who's that? That's tails again. You guys get it. Rosanna, it 100% feels slower. It would be quicker just to poll them all. I think I should handle the ones that are not interesting, and you can take the ones that feel like they're important. Sometimes you just need to click through and get all the information. You're not really making a choice.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Look, I'm making an executive decision as the guy in charge. I think a lot of these is fact-finding, right? I'm a cop, so I'm going to be finding out info. Doesn't make a lasting story anything.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Nathan Barley mode.
Yes, of course.
For a moment, the cafeteria manager fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
Thank you for all these bits. I don't know what bits are. I'm happy to receive them.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
Okay, I should go back and pay attention. So, for people joining us, I'm a cop, but I've got no memories. So even though I'm probably a cab, there's maybe a chance for redemption just by being different. Just by not remembering the institutionalized reasons that I joined the police force. That's how I reconcile with playing as a cop in this instance anyway. Someone is dead behind the hotel. This guy doesn't like me.
Sean Morl tipped £5. Dr. Piss.
Oh. Okay, well, looks like I've said Dr. Piss. Well, nothing else for it.
I will shortly leave the job that it has been
Friends, come
the honour
quick.
of my
The
life
horse has
to
arrived.
hold, to have had the opportunity
The horse is
to
here.
serve the country I love.
And now it's time for the horse.
Thank you for coming, the horse. So this guy doesn't like me. I've been called in to investigate. Kim Kitsuragi is the actual competent police officer.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
Is this important?
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes.
I have everything. You?
Do I have
Yes,
questions?
yes. He means, do you have questions?
Where is the
Behind
body?
this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get
That's
that?
easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Can I see my currency? It might be that I can, but actually I'm obscuring it. Currently, it looks like I have nothing, though.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk.
Let's bail! Time to
Oh
push
yeah,
the
my
eject
tie is
button!
talking to
No.
me again.
Don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
There's a 28% chance that I can slip away. I could pretend not to know what money is. I could try to slip away. There's a 28% chance that that doesn't work. Oh, and it's a red check. A red check, if you fail it, is gone for good. You've fucked it forever. You can boost. Boosting is cheating. Boosting is cheating, I think. Do we not think boosting is cheating? Feels like cheating to me, boosting. Here's my opinion. I think boosting is cheating. What do you think? I think boosting is cheating. What do you guys think? Yeah, we think boosting is... We think that might be cheating. It's not cheating, it's about a streamlined collaborative experience. Alright, well... It's up to you to click the right thing. You got a boost opportunity started now. I can't see what you're clicking on. I don't know. I think it's savoir faire. God, I need to improve my French. If I'm going to be in Rose's bilingual music Discord, I should brush up. Okay, I don't know what you've boosted. Is this more likely? No. This isn't any more likely than it was before. Though I may have gone up from 0 to 1 for all I know. Okay, now's your chance to choose what we're doing. Do we pretend what money is? Try to slip away. If we fail to slip away, we fucked it for good. Can we see what to pick before next time? No. Not at all. It says right here, look, savoir faire. I'm sure I said it as well. Okay, we're pretending not to know what money is.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
How to vote? It should be an overlay. It's an enabled overlay. So you click on it on somewhere on your screen. If you're on a mobile device, it may appear somewhere near the chat, and if you are on a desktop device, it should be a clickable thing on the screen.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
I've just breathed in some water. I need a moment. Wow, that never gets easier. It never gets easier to breathe in water. I've got the hiccups. I'm going away. Okay, now I'm back. I should say I do that a lot. This isn't really normal. I've got the hiccups. Okay, I think I'm really back now.
I'm speaking to you at what I know is an increasingly challenging time.
It's not, we've all swallowed water. We've all breathed in water in our lives, right? I don't mean drowning. I mean, just wanted to say something while we were sipping. I owe money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
I'm realising why we didn't get very far last time.
Who does that clown think he is?
No, I don't want to talk to my
sorry,
tie
but he
anymore.
has-
Let me
Officer,
out.
maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Oh, okay. He's suggesting that because I am in debt to the hotel owner, I shouldn't try to continue living in the hotel. So I should go to my own home. This is an interesting question. See no overlay on Android. Okay, but it's working for some people, right? Beth, are you using the app? And for Matatat, do you want to try just voting on your phone? Yeah, follow Catherine's advice. There's a logo. And yeah, Matatat, if it's not on Xbox, which doesn't surprise me, I think a lot of console apps won't support it. Just maybe have your phone out just for voting. In the meantime, I'll still be triggering choices. I think this one's an interesting one. We get to work out where we think we live or don't live. Yeah, sorry, I can't help so much on these because I don't see anything of what you're seeing. Don't remember where my home is. That's so sad.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
We are all very old.
Good luck.
Okay. Oh, what's this?
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Okay, so I think the encyclopedia refers to some aspect of my own brain. So we could think about not remembering where we live, or we could just decide not to think about it at all. Choice is yours. I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Oh, why did your card Adam not trigger? Okay, where were we? We seem pretty confident on Marvel Hill. Oh, the sunglasses work very well.
Why did you say that?
Why did we say that? See, these seem interesting. Not on your emoji list. I'm sure it's just for tier 1 subscribers, so you should have it. Lieutenant Kitsuragi, do you know a place called Marvel
No.
Hill?
But isn't that an expression, not a place?
An expression?
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
We got a big choice here between practically working out where we live and saying fuck it and living on the streets. Is Hobocop a good thing to be? I know it sounds exciting. Well, it's not for me to influence the votes. I merely click the buttons.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Okay, maybe. So some stuff down here is... Okay, so this is my journal where I guess this is all things I could think about doing. I think these are all actions I could take that I could try to resolve in the game world. I'm going to work on just finding the actual crime scene for now. Ooh. I've read about this ages ago, but I've forgotten how it works. This is a mechanic called the Thought Cabinet. I think it functions like permanent buffs and debuffs. So you can choose aspects of yourself and they will affect your stats. So because you selected Hobocop, we could start to think of ourselves as a Hobocop, and we could internalize that thought and it could become part of our... it's more like the formation of an ego or an identity rather than just memories. Like these will become foundational to how we understand ourselves. Or traits, actually, yeah. Probably just an easier, more RPG way of thinking of it. Do I want to be a Hobocop? It gives you a research... Hang on, this doesn't give you anything good. Do we want to be a Hobocop? I don't want to make this decision. This is going to you guys. If Hobocop comes to bite me on the ass, I don't want to be blamed. Do we want to be a Hobocop? Yes, no. Come back to this decision later. There we go. I don't want to make this choice. I feel like volunteering to be a homeless police officer shouldn't have any advantages. What do you need to see? There's nothing over there relevant to this choice, but I will move it if it makes you happy. Oh, I didn't. I see. Again, I can't see what you see, but that's... No problem, Killian. Oh, I'm blocking the problem description. Now I understand. It seems like we're going to be a Hobocop, though. But you're right. In future, I'll read these out. I took for granted that you could see through my skull. Oh, no, it's a straight tie between yes and no. A cop and a hobo. A Hobocop. Upsides, can be dishevelled, doesn't have to wash, carries himself with lurched gusto. Hobocop doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never again hear you're drunk. Why did you even come home? Come here, Harry. Go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Downsides. Are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one. Okay, it looks like we're going to be a Hobocop. Finish poll, Hobocop decided. Sounds like an awful idea. We have internalized being a Hobocop. I don't really know what that's going to do. I think, so our composure's gone down. We've got a stat minus. No, we're a cop regardless. We're really just deciding whether we want to be a hobo. And it looks like it takes time to internalize a thought. I think experience points goes into it and then you're locked in as a hobo. Okay, let's go find this corpse. Is this fundamentally maybe I'm jumping the gun here. Is this game fundamentally a murder mystery? Go over here, look for the hole in the fence. I know there's going to be lots to look at, but I want to... If this all gets centered around a murder, I should... Okay. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. I don't want the child to pelt it.
Kuno's got this.
Kuno's got this. The boy is called Kuno, so we're dealing with a third-person child, which is troubling. I think that's Borstal behaviour.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno.
Okay. How do we approach this child? I feel like 2 is too polite, given he was throwing stones at a corpse.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous, you should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Okay, are we going to try and find out about the juicy shit from the kids, or we dismiss this thought?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh, I'm talking with my own brain. I see.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
They gave him a bit of scouse. Why? Because he's on drugs.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Okay, I can see this being the first big character puzzle. I don't know if I need the child for anything. I suppose the child may have seen something, although we were told the murder happened days ago? So maybe not. Maybe I just want the kid to stop throwing stones at the evidence. Yeah, I'll hang out with the kid. I don't want to be this kid's friend.
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Kuno's got a good head on his shoulders. Okay, pick something else. You just want me to say it again. Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
I do like Kuno. I don't like that he calls himself the Kuno, but I like that he got really het up just then. I think I like kids who get really angry on a hairpin trigger. I didn't like them when I was also a child. But now that they're just represented in a screen, I can just enjoy them placidly. I wonder what would be needed to turn this kid around. Maybe if I give him drugs?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
I might start navigating some of this Kuno stuff because it feels like there's going to be a lot of it. And I'll throw for anything particularly juicy. Is that vocal fry? That was different, right? Vocal fry is when something rests kind of low on the larynx and you get vocal fry. What he had was his voice was breaking, right? It squeaked up. Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Do I like this kid or do I hate this kid?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
So you refer to yourself in the third person?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
I like Kuno.
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
I hope that's not true.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Oh, he's got me here. But just keep trying.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Yeah, probably should leave him alone.
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Oh, I could try to knock him out. I'm not making this decision. We've got a 42% chance just to knock him out, We won't get this chance again if we don't get it, so we are more likely to fail than succeed. Okay, we can go for a boost. Your opportunity to boost is here. You want to boost physical instrument. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't tell you that. It says it there. It's very small text, though. Okay, we are now more likely. So make your choice. I mean, I know you're going to choose. We're now more likely to succeed at knocking this child out. Overwhelmingly in favour of knocking the child out. That physique or motorics, I don't know. Green means good. Green means yes.
Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling. Kuno feels it. This was no light tap.
What? She's 12. Still quite tense questioning here. I'll let you call it. Okay, so going back into police questioning, police register, police tone.
Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct. Get yourself together.
Just going to show about problems in policing where Kim should have stepped in and he's just giving me a light reprimand. I should be written up.
For heaven's sake, he thinks. This has gone too far. Don't make this any worse than it is. Just get back to questioning the kid.
Okay, pig.
Okay, Kuno's calm.
If this act was about him trying to establish dominance over you, it's safe to say things didn't go as he'd planned.
Okay, yeah, the game did want me to punch the child.
Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
I like Kuno.
The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive, jumping from actor to actor.
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want?
Okay, so I could try using my empathy to empathize with the child. Now, I currently don't have I can't boost. I've got to wait 19 seconds to boost. So we've got to pick something else. Although, this isn't a red check. We could check this. We could check 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 second. There's now an option to boost, so have a good go of that if you want to. We are going to be doing this, so in 7 seconds we'll see if you've boosted the right thing. It's probably psyche, empathy, I'd imagine. Okay, we're going to have a crack at empathizing with Kuno.
He's on your crime scene,
We
bossing
fucked up.
you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
I don't think either of these are going to work. None of these feel like it's going to work out for us. I'd much rather you make the decision that fails. I think both of these questions make me sound like an absolute div.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level.
I like Kuno again.
You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Okay, we're locked out of this, but I think if we were to skill up, we could do it again. I'm just going to ask him about the body.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Who was the body?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
How did he get up
Probably climbed. Kuno was big. You
Oh,
heard
I can
Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking
there? Where?
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
That's a cyberpunk reference.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. You're
I'm not getting
testing
anywhere here.
Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Do you
You're
respect me?
dreaming, pig. That's
No.
A little. But don't.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno. Fuck his fat ass.
Kuno doesn't.
I'm giving up on Kuno. Maybe we need to do the empathy check. What's this?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
We have a chance to work out how many sets of footprints, but that uses visual calculus, of which we have a very low amount. I could boost it, or I could give you the option to boost it, but I don't think we'll get it. However, it's a white check, so we will get another opportunity to try it. Okay, the boost vote is complete. Here is the chat vote. Yeah, I think I agree. We could always have a crack at it and then just think about boots afterwards.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover.
Why has
These are
that
just
damaged my
dents in the mud.
morale?
No pattern emerges for the time being.
How was I supposed to know I'd get a damage? Okay, so if you look in the left, above my portrait, I've got 3 health ticks, and I had 5 morale ticks, but now I've got 4, and I think if they go down, I die. What kind of boots?
Every worker's boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
Okay. Okay, let's actually look at the body then. He's got
The
metal
corpse
legs.
looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
I'm going to take a guess and say we will not make this check and we'll get embarrassed and we'll take damage, so I'm not going to do it. I think it's too low and we're over a minute away from another boost. So I'm just going to say, God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
It's okay to throw up. Maybe let's try and throw up.
Cock's gonna blow, Kuno.
Failure is the first step to getting a bonus to it. How do you heal morale then? Because if I keep failing trying to get my stats up, I might die of embarrassment. But it looks here like this is my only other option, and I should be investigating the body.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected, more fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Let's just vomit. I've not vomited in ages. I kind of miss it. Who here's vomited the most
You feel
recently?
a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
What would I say? I wouldn't say I'm sorry. You should never apologise for vomiting. Bombed up some cockles. Classic vomit food. Keep vomiting at walk intestine sites. Oh, I've been quite... I don't even really gag on those things. I was expecting a much worse time. I tear up when I push it really deep into my nostril. I don't like that bit so much. I'll just say God.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks and wipe my mouth, or say I don't need your pity, which implies I'll keep the stuff around my mouth. So I'm gonna say I don't need your pity just because in my head it means there's still vomit around my mouth. Swab your brain. Oh, I see. They were
It's
going
not pity.
all the
You
way
should
in.
wipe your mouth after vomiting.
Nice. You noticed my vomit mouth. I'm so glad that was canonical.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Yeah?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But not you, Kim. You're above it.
I can't handle the headache.
Thank you for the bit.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Alright, where do we get it
There
from?
is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
Then he points to the greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
So the greenhouse implies the existence of a gardener, and the gardener would imply the existence of ammonia.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Right, okay, so I want to be able to observe the corpse fully without vomit, and for that I need ammonia, or more endurance. Kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Well, let me climb it then. Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Am I able to observe that kind of thing? I thought I'm an idiot.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, eternite.
Okay, I could... Well, I'll give us a boost check if we want to boost perception to try and learn something from looking at roofing material. What is in the green box by the greenhouse? I will check in just a moment. Then I'll give people the opportunity to try and get us to look at this thing. I feel like looking at some building material and not discerning its purpose will not make me very embarrassed. It feels like it's mostly an internal activity. Nevertheless, it looks like we're 50-50. No, we're just going to ask what it
Nothing.
is.
Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
I'm going to have a go. I'm going to take this upon myself. I take all the blame.
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
I'm going to have the feeling.
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Feel like I failed a check or something that didn't let me go further into that. Okay, the box by the greenhouse. Oh, yeah. A little box. It contains money. And it contains magnesium, which I have heard can cure my morale problems. Tool, clothes, items. Oh. Oh, okay. Bam. Okay, good. So we just got to search in places for stuff like that, I guess. That is not accessible from here. Not the depth isn't all that clear, but I can't go up there. Talk to this other horrible child.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
Let's scare off this child. The child does seem to be encouraging Kuno to be an arsehole.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Oh, I don't want Kuno brought into the convo. I could confide in Kuno that I keep vomiting when I go near the corpse.
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Feels like a non-starter. I'll come back when I can handle the vom. The letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. Okay, so the first place I was told to check was an apothecary called Fritz. Heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street name is illegible.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I don't know what the RCM is. Oh, it's a gardener. I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
My partner told me you may have some ammonia. Can I have some? No. What's this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
Never mind.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
It sounds like I'm accusing her and she's just a gardener. Never mind. I don't know. Do I... If it's like I'm accusing her... I'm not going to make the decision. She looks tired from gardening. I don't think she wrote it, you know? Yeah.
She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
Just kind of confiscate your ammonia, please.
Sure. I'm done with it.
Oh.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Well,
of course.
I'm going to go
I
and
won't
get a
hold you
headache.
back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
I feel like I'm taking too much stuff from this person. Do I ask for the gloves as well? I suppose it says borrow. Maybe I could give the gloves back afterwards. But they might have corpse on them. It is a bit of a one more thing. If Columbo just kept coming back into the millionaire's house asking to borrow more and more personal effects.
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
No visible annoyance. It's not, it's a role-playing game. It's a computer RPG. Things might have ramifications. This isn't Zelda. I'm not looking for rupees in the tall grass. These people have lives.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Hang on, let me just see if I can put these gloves on. Clothes. Just wonder if we're going into this with gloves on
There
is
he still is, looking right through you
Don't
with
need
his
to.
white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
The ammonia modifier is active, so I don't need to do it actively. Given that there doesn't seem to be a morale penalty for messing this up, I say we just go for it. Oh, yeah. I'll give you a boost opportunity. You got 12 seconds. 11. 10. I don't think a single pip's going to make a lot of difference, but it'll make some. It will do summit. 42? It's as good as we're going to get it.
You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that? Does what always do what?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
I guess this is all fact-finding. Let's all just switch our minds on to energy mode as we try to pick up all these clues and remember them. They'll go in the journal, but I won't check the journal ever.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
Okay, Brain, tell me what kind of boots these are.
They're armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Okay, armored legs, naked body.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
My guess is that Inland Empire is a Lynch reference. I've never heard those two words paired anywhere else. Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Punch it harder.
Your fist connects to the boot with the same ding. The sound does not appear to get louder.
Peter, Bjorn and John song. What was the lyrical content of that song? Anything about the mind?
Did you hear that? A click?
Yes, like dice rolling instrumental. Maybe it doesn't shed too much light then.
This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound you heard. See these lines?
So I'm just punching some armor shoes.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether.
I want these boots.
Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Okay, I've been warned. Let's diffuse the responsibility a little bit. I feel like the game's giving me a little prod to say something bad could happen if he tried to take his boot off. I'm guessing... did he say 9 days? He's been doing this for 9 days. His body's going to have gone a bit melty. So I think, you know, the insides of the body go a bit melty, so it will all flow into the leg. And maybe the leg will be, like, bloated. Right? That's my guess for why you shouldn't do it.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
I know, it's the tree.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
That's why you shouldn't do it.
Brutal!
Okay, so there's a chance I'm going to rip his head off. Oh, a toe off in a sock, that's really grim. I once broke both of my big toenails by dropping a sink on it in the town of... What town was I in? Let me get Google Maps. Somewhere in the vicinity of Hull. I think it might start with... I was in Selby. Dropped a sink on my feet in Selby. And then I went out to a youth nightclub. And when I came back, my big toenails came off in my sock. And then I just had no big toenails for a while. Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why?
You're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Should I argue about my sexuality with a child while pulling on a corpse's shoe? Do what?
Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
There might be clues in the boot. As a question, was that no to just like you do not like hearing this toenail story? When I bring these up, do they come up on your overlay, or is it only when I push them can you read them? Or can you read them just when they're up like this? Bad toes. I'm just going to say I think there might be clues.
Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just this once. Besides...
Okay, I'm working out if I need to read things out, and I'll read them out from now on if you can't see them.
There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots for 7 days.
That's what I said.
They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think they are the only thing left on him?
This guy's lungs are going to be in his ankles, so I can't take his shoes off.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down, and second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Exactly, this guy's not using it. Where are they going to go? In some evidence locker? No one gets to use them then. Okay, so it sounds like my interfacing part of my brain just wants to take the body down and then we can get the shoes. But it sounds like if I click accept, we won't do that straight away.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
See, they're going to go into evidence locker. I'm going to ask how he had such nice boots.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
This guy's got boots made of mugs. That's not security guard stuff.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Hey,
the cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
So how do we get him down?
We should have a look at that belt before we even consider taking him down. It looks worrisome.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
I think I'd hate to be hung on polyester.
Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
A word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
So, he's been hung by a cargo strap that belongs to a local brewery, but working that out has set off my alcoholism.
Extremely.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
That makes sense.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
I'll just ask Kim if this is like a circus.
No. More like in Harbor. Like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
Are we assuming dock workers did it?
The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
Oh, is this some kind of strike guard? Some kind of scab bouncer? My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life. Certainly not a briefing. It's a bit too honest. I'll just say, yeah, I got it.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
Back off.
The cadaver hangs.
Tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
See what I mean? We're going straight back into the Tom Waits hole. I've given this a good hour, and it hasn't done any Tom Waitsification. But here we are again. And also, I'm surprised it didn't say black coffee and a cigarette as well. Good grief.
Your fist clenches suddenly.
Be riddled with disco. Do I like disco? I've never shown any interest in disco before now, but probably the more interesting option.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
I like Tom Waits. I'm just using Tom Waits as a stand-in for that kind of gravelly voiced, black coffee, cigarettes, alcoholism mixed with some kind of romantic, melancholic aesthetic sensibility. And I don't like it. I don't like that combo. That combo reminds me of one person that I found annoying at university, and that's enough. That's enough for it to leave a horrible taste in my mouth. What am I looking at? His tattoos. Which person? No one you know, but someone that Mono might remember. Don't know if he's about. Why did I crane? You can tell I'm immersed in something if I crane my neck to look at something on a screen. Is this a map of the night sky? That would be very smart if I get that right.
Map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
Oh, and by the way, this person was relatively involved in UK indie games. So the idea that they had any relationship with someone who worked on this, you know, it's not zero. And that annoys me even more. That it's not just reminding me of something. There may have been a glimmer of causation.
So am I.
A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. Oh my god.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
I'm going to ask what a camera is.
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Oh.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Okay.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
I hadn't really thought about what the level of technology is, but the idea that he's got an instant camera and that's like swish, suggests it's the equivalent of decades ago.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Oh, okay, so it's ampoules, like very old camera technology, but it's also probably wind-up instant camera at the same time. I like that.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need the photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Just in case I die. The state of my body is not a letter to anyone. Please don't look for messages there. Can I have it? Yeah, can I have it?
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Really? Was there not a very old type of camera, like back in daguerreotype versions, where it would break a small bulb in order to burn onto the canvas, or whatever it was?
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
This sounds like Catherine. This is Catherine's voice. Look me in
His
the eye.
eyes are milky white
Not
and
those
blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
And we could always just not share that. Always just let that be between us.
Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Joy that he was autoerotic. Wanking. Oh, cool. Okay. I'm going to talk to the corpse. And there's only an 8% chance I'm going to fuck it up.
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
That was very unlikely.
Who is he? He is male, 40-50, with an athletic build.
This man enjoyed the moment of death.
Why do you think so?
For supernatural reasons.
There are no supernatural reasons.
Oh.
The corpse
Seems
looks
to swear.
right through you as you distance yourself from its stench, eyes like a shark. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
I'm going to squint more. His face and hands are pink, thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
Yeah.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Pregnant with a fly's babies.
So, what do you think?
What do I think? I don't know. I don't know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Seems like a lynching. Could he have been moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Okay, let's... Oh, cover my nose. Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it.
Oh, he's
by
pooing
drop.
his liquid out.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death? Could be useful to know.
Maybe.
Oh, he's beaten up. He's got
do.
bruises.
Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
Back off and catch
But
breath?
there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Let's try and get him down.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might
Yeah.
miss some of these things once he's done. So am I.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
We did. I thought they looked like a constellation, whereas Kim thought they looked like something more customized. Maybe hinting at them being a riddle of some kind. Or, you know, a code. That's okay. If I had passed her, I'd be distracted too. Oh, I've got the opportunity to level something up. I might level up tactically in response to a skill check. I'll just keep the point there and use it when I need it. I don't know what I should do. All of these look bad. Bad options all round. This game feels like it involves a lot of thinking, which is kind of an anathema to me, but it does seem very good. Okay, I guess it's down to me. I think we should shoot him down, because I just don't have the patience.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
And it will help the kids be happy.
How?
What do you mean, how? Just shoot the belt. The bullet will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Oh.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
I could tell Kim to take the shot. I could say that's a bad idea. I could try and take the shot. I can let Kim choose, or I could back off from making this decision altogether. Huh. This is way more of a passive, agnostic decision than I ever expect from us.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket.
Is he going to shoot it?
And produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
You're going to shoot a belt.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
What should I say? Just an opportunity to mark the occasion. Who am I in relation to Kim? Do I encourage? Do I soften? Do I stand silently while he shoots a gun? Wow, I wasn't expecting to. Don't even like to. I don't want to be this guy.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The chick's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Kim missed. I thought Kim's the good one.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
That's what my empathy's saying. That's probably right.
Fucking idiot! Mukabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Okay, this is my relationship with Kim here. You want me to shout at Kim? Who's voting for shouting at Kim? It's the problem with anonymized voting methods. I'm not shouting at Kim. I want to be someone that I could look in the mirror.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Okay, more choices. You want me to shoot him? If Kim can't shoot it, I can't shoot it. Kim's the good one. Okay, well, that's what you voted for.
It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim.
I'm gonna hit the victim.
They only have one gun!
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
Why do we only have one gun? Shoot Kuno. I think just shoot self. Do we get a credit roll if we shoot ourselves? Because if you ever get the credits in a game, it means you've succeeded. It means you've won. Stolen seems like it accounts for it.
Extremely unfortunate. You need to contact your station about it as soon as possible. Try not to lose this one, please.
We're not off to a good start. This missing gun business is making your hand tremble.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Is that an option? Can I do that? Feel the weight of the gun.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready
this really
to
is
break
the gripe
under
stream.
your finger.
I will just see. I'm guessing it's going to be physique, but I'll see where the
buckle comes into focus in your sights.
Or maybe I should.
You stand with your
physique,
feet
right?
planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Motorics. And I can't put this into... It'll be hand-eye coordination then. Ready, aim and fire. Right? Must be this. Yeah, I think that's a good enough guess. And if I'm wrong, it's too late now. Okay, the skill check will happen after
Why
this
don't you
now.
just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Why is it not an option? I'm being suggested. Someone's suggesting I shoot myself in my mouth and I can't do it. Okay, got a chance to skill boost. We're probably going to take a crack at it, right? Although if we fail for good. I am boosting. Boost complete. It's still not that likely. It's still not really that likely. What do you reckon? If we miss it, we miss it up for good. And yet people haven't voted for it. We're now going to close my left eye.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick, with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates.
Look, he's crying.
So we've lost the boost now. Closing our left eye hasn't helped our hand-eye coordination at all. Do we still want to do it? Our chances have gone down significantly. And it'll be a minute and a half before we can boost again. Point the gun at Kuno, sure.
Do it! Set me free!
Oh no, it's the other one. Am I gonna...
You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free to roam about the cosmos.
Don't.
Don't shoot a child. That's my professional opinion.
Do it!
If you pass a legendary check, you shoot a child. Well, there's only a 3% chance and we can't boost. Make your choice. I feel like if we fail it, something bad will happen. Yeah, I knew that would be quite an even split. Do you think the gloves are hindering me? I think I should take the gloves off. Okay, it's up between... I'm going to point the gun at the bell. I don't think I should be shooting children.
Intense shit, Copper.
Fucker waved his gun! It wasn't intense, it was pathetic!
Gloves add -50 to remorse. I've already done that. We've already seen what happens. You want me to go back and try and shoot? You want me to go back and try and shoot, don't you? Okay, we've gone back to don't shoot. I'm not shooting the gun anymore, and I've given my gun back. What a waste of time.
Carefully from you and holsters it. His eyes are narrow, and he doesn't comment on your antics.
They weren't antics. I was struggling internally.
Fucking pussy didn't shoot shit, did he? Didn't shoot me. Didn't shoot himself in the mouth.
Yeah, I didn't shoot myself in the mouth.
Didn't shoot me. There is sincere disappointment on her face. This kid was expecting pandemonium and release from her mortal coil.
Hey, but what about the body?
We need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men.
Okay, so we've just messed up big time, and now we need to go and do it the hard way, I think. Can I run? Yeah, cool. Is it double click for run? I'm going to take these gloves off. I look like a buffoon. No, I'm going to keep them on, because they actually give you a stat boost. Alright, and now we're going to...
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
Am I just going to psychopathically being able to get geography directions? Because that seems really boring, but I will do it.
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Hey, your fish face. Who are you, ghosts? Yeah, let's talk to the ghosts.
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I? Will I ever?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day.
Let's run our fingers through our dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
Failure is content is absolutely a cornerstone of my philosophy. What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbour are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Let's shake our shoulders.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. You realize you still have only one shoe, nearby on the balcony of the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. A single crocodile skin shoe now fills with rainwater. From the corner of his eye, the lieutenant gives your feet a worried glance. Rain drips from his glasses.
This is happening because it's raining. I understand. I should say I should do something about it. I don't want him to think that I want to be a drip.
The lieutenant nods, then looks east.
Let's just look up.
The rain falls.
What's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
What about the north? Is this important?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
That's vocal fry. Did you hear the end of that? That's primo vocal fry.
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
But what is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
Okay, so I live in Jamrock. Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Look further?
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife-beater. Satellite officer Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him,
"Where's your homo, homie?"
What?
What am I experiencing? Am I watching a conversation between 2 cops?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A brother bond, if you will.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Heterosexual life partners.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't, drink with him over the weekend, did you?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's
Coalition hero statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Okay, we're heading east. That was a lot of info. I don't know how much practical use it is. I think most of it must be flavour. I don't want that many flavours. Freet. I don't want your magazines. This freet? Freet. Means chip, right? Get my shoe. This is my first playthrough, yes. I don't know fully what I'm doing yet. I've just inspected the corpse, couldn't get it down, and now I've been told to come to this shop.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Okay, let's take an acute interest in this magazine. What magazine are you reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Okay, I could be disparaging of famous people. I could point at girls kissing and say that's futuristic. And I could just back out of the conversation. I'll throw this choice to you guys. Can I get cigarettes? I don't know. Do I want to be a smoker? Okay. I'm
She
going to
pops
approve of the
her
kissing.
raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
Hey, Comrade Paddy, thank you very much for the follow. Though I do warn you, as a disco lover, I'm probably going to be playing for another 20 minutes or so before I'll take a little break and do something else the rest of the evening. Isn't getting cigarettes one of your chores? Oh, hello, Phil. Okay, let's hope one of these questions is buying an item.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
What can you tell me about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
I like her cap. It's like a plastic visor. And then on top of that, there's like a crown or fleur-de-lis-like thing. It's horrible. Assuming she has to wear that for a job, it's horrible. If she wears it because she likes it, then it's wonderful. Do you know the man who died?
Not really.
Does that mean you know him a little bit?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Okay. What do you think happened? Do you have a little theory?
I don't know.
That's probably what I'd say if I just worked in a shop and someone asked me to give a theory on a recent murder.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help. Oh, how do I, buy stuff then? Oh, Siggy's. A Siggy machine.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Bottle of what?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Tear?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Oh, like recycling for pocket change?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but We gave them all out, so
I want a bag.
feel free to use it if you find a bag.
Okay. Keep an eye out for a bag.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't
Okay.
stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
I'm not going to learn about pharmaceutics now. I just want ciggies.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great
No, I
flowing
want
river of
ciggies.
wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Just going to say nothing, just drinking the sights and smells.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
I can't afford anything. I need to go and pick up some rubbish so I can buy some ciggies. Okay. Oh, what's this? Food?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
I don't want a soft lock. I'll keep an eye out for a bag, I guess. Is bag your main source of money early game? Or am I going to be picking up bottles off the floor for the whole game? Which I can do. I'm not above it. Oh, have I found the strike? Here we go. Let's do politics.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Am I going to get into class antagonism?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
No hints, fish face. At least not yet. There may come a time where I come begging for hints. But right now I'm fresh-faced and happy to lose. Oh god, it says scab leader. Oh right, okay. Baddie. Get out, gun. Oh, then yeah, I am in fact with you.
Couldn't handle us. Cause gives the workers strength, gives them power. We have a right to work!
So who's are the strikers on the other side of the three people between him and the wall? Who are the actual strikers?
Besides,
where's the picket?
We're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Regardless, I have some questions.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
What do I want to do here? I just want to get into the harbour. I don't really want the help of the scab leader.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
It's official.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This isn't my area of expertise. No, just I don't know.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Oh, but I do get to pick a side eventually.
Pity.
Let us work!
What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
How come you're built like a brick shithouse, but the other scabs are so scrawny?
I work hard, and I would work even harder if the fuckers would let us work!
I know what his goal is, so I don't ask about that. Who are the strike breakers? Yeah.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily greying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, where are you from?
What's it to you?
Routine. No, you looked really familiar.
No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
No, who are you?
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
What bar do you bouncer in?
Territorial. Ring a bell?
Yes.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Well, that led nowhere. Okay, I want to speak to the strikers.
Scab?
Call me Manana, my new friend.
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Bear in mind that you might know things, but your character development is based on learning stuff. While I'm asking as many questions as I can be bothered to ask, you don't seem to like them very much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them? I don't like either of these questions. It's better than begging. Is it?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Let's just reveal that I am in fact worse than a scab. I am a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Can you give me some money?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Oh, okay, can you give me a boost so I can catch this coin? He's thrown me a coin and I'd awfully like to catch it, because I want some ciggies and eventually a coat. Oh, we want hand-eye coordination. I forgot to say that. I've said that way too late. I've messed up. Did you give me what I need? Okay, now we're going to try and catch this coin.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Okay, can I pick it off the ground?
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such.
I've had some very bad luck.
Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Just going to thank him for giving me the coin.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
Let's find out what the strike's about.
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
Okay.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Okay. In the meantime, explain that I'm
Body still
doing a
hanging
murder
in the tree?
investigation.
Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Will you let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
No problem, Comrade Paddy. Thank you very much for popping by. Is it that simple? I can just go in?
Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Measurehead.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right
Semini
past him.
supremacist. Okay, so the Union's got like racists in it.
Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Okay. I don't think it's going to be that
Don't
easy.
worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
Oh no, I've got to fight a guy. I have slightly below average physique.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview.
Oh no, why do I have to be a supremacist? Can't I just agree with the strike?
Is completely impossible.
The current decision making is I throw when it's an interesting question, and if it's not interesting, I just do it. Even though I did a poll, when I asked people how they wanted to sort it out, they said I coin flip to work out if it's going to chat or not. But that slowed things down even more. The time saved by me making similar decisions were lost by me constantly flipping a coin. Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Okay.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Sure.
Okay, let's... at 10, which is in 4 minutes, I'm going to go off for a break and then we'll come back and we'll do Night Hall. Door is locked. The future belongs to... Let's just... Should we just get killed by Measurehead and that will close off?
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
I love this guy's little photo. I love this guy's little portrait painting.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The measured chat will take a while. Well, let's end on it.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
I'll let you decide. This guy's like probably a... This guy's a lock and key. Like, I'm guessing there's a whole area of the game hidden behind him. Okay, size him up.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Yeah.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich.
Is that
you are
cop
not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Oh, this is a compelling character. Have another crack at it. Okay, staying mute, puffing out my chest.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
I don't know.
You hear your heart pumping, fast and irregular.
I'm really
Your joints
hungover.
ache
I'm
and
not
you
gonna.
feel old,
I'm
but
really
still
hungover. I'm
alive
gonna get beaten up.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
Oh man. I didn't know you could betray your degeneracy through your body. This is worrying me. Well, I'll have another crack at it, I guess. We've gotten nowhere. I haven't even got to a white check. I don't even know where to go in this decision tree. I mean, I guess if I do 2, it lets him explain his stuff, and once he's explained his stuff, you might have the info needed to get past it.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
Al Ghul, I bet that's just some god of being a div.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Oh, unless Al Ghul is a corruption of alcohol. Let's find out.
Yes, Al Ghul.
Yeah, but what is Al Ghul?
Al Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison.
Okay,
A parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
This explains everything.
Servitude to Al Ghul does not explain everything. There are other reasons for your race descent.
Oh, this is in depth. Okay, I'm an alcoholic, but I need to do police work.
No, you don't. You
Rosanna,
need to
20,736 tip
Occidental
£5.
Haplogroup B4
Thank you, Rosanna.
is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Hello, Killian. Welcome to the streams. It's great to meet you.
Show him the ham still got it.
Oh, I'm now identifying as Ham. I'm being called a gammon, and I think it's fair. Okay, well, I'm now going to start defending the ham sandwich race.
Calling yourself a ham sandwich.
I knew this would come back to. I knew it. I was thinking I shouldn't call myself Ham.
You were once a noble and powerful race.
I've self-ID'd as a piece of ham.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war.
I'm existing in his frame. I'm trapped in his frame.
You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
But
you dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
I mean, he has, he's right. Thank you, Red. He is right. Powerful empire, now obsessed with crisps and celebrities.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
Is there not a way I could become? Can I not just become convinced and just say, okay, I'm rubbish? You guys are great. Can I get past?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Like, are these women Seminese?
There is a button right behind him. just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Shall we? Shall we become Seminese supremacists despite being ham sandwiches? But would I be... Is it fascism if you subscribe to... Well, I was going to say, is it fascism if you subscribe to a racial superiority thing where you are the inferior race? But Hitler wasn't Aryan, I suppose. I feel like it's somehow more sympathetic if I subscribe to a racial hierarchy, but I'm like bottom rung and I've just got some sort of internalized racial hatred. I feel that's still different on some way.
This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
But it's not giving me the choice. Yeah, I'd be like, okay, I accept your frame. I realise I'm just a ham sandwich. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Is that fascism? Okay, the big strong man says, I'm the worst race, and I go, I guess I am. I'm sorry, please. I just wanna find my other shoe. I don't know if that's fascism. That's more just being pathetic. None of these dialogue options get me there, though. Push him? Should I push him? Get rid of this. That's got to go. Listen, we got to get rid of this down here. I shall give him a little push. Yeah. What are we doing? Oh, you can clear that Oracle of Truth. You shouldn't be. No, you should be able to clear. Never mind. You should be able to clear. But we're clicking. We're pressing on the. We're not entering via numbers right now. Okay, it's a dead tie between asking him to move 20 centimeters and then accusing his people, whether that means harbour workers or the Seminese, of doing the murder. I'm going to pick the first option.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
Did not achieve anything. Back to a public vote. We're pushing. We're playing a bit of push. Okay.
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Well, that's something. The ham sandwich culture will be memorialized by the victors.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard.
It's not going to work.
No, don't rip into anyone. You're
Subscribe to Advanced Race Theory. I can do it. Okay, so we've got the proper choice now. We can prevaricate. We can prevaricate. We can prevaricate and keep him talking. We can try and knock him out. Or we can just agree with him. The thing is, knocking him out, I see how succeeding at knocking him out allows us to get past. So obviously him as a physical object is no longer in the way. But I don't see how going, you're right, me and all of my race are little sandwich people. I don't see how that then convinces him to get out of his way. But, well, it's not up to me. It's not up to me. I'm gleeful that they've put that in. That's very funny. What would Kim think of you? Kim does not have... If my role in this game is to make Kim think highly of me. I've already failed. That objective has been failed. Kim doesn't like me, and like a sullen, Tom Waits-ified broken man, I've decided I don't like him back out of spite. Make your choice. You want me to punch him? You want me to get killed? I wanted to become a race fascist, and now for that I have to be killed. Fair enough, actually. That's fair. Okay, can you boost the relevant stat, which is going to be physique, probably? Physical instrument. Suggestion is against it. What does that mean? It's really low. It's really low. I don't know what suggestion is against it is, but I've got to click on it while the boost is active. So here we go. It's not going to work. No. It not only didn't work, it really didn't work.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
What do you think? I think I think we should just agree with everything this guy has to say. That we're gonna get sent to the hospital. Would you really say this in real life? Someone's twice the size of you, and they've got your fist in a vice, and you're gonna say fuck you. You're asking to be sent to a hospital on Guerrero Street.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain.
Now I've not got a
he's
fist.
Twisting it more and more.
You want me to be a cop with one fist?
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
Escapism, what you'd like to on your downtime, away from the pressures of work and life and society. You want to imagine being an alcoholic who's having his fist broken. Oh my god, just comply. Just comply. Ugh. You're getting me killed.
Your hand twists in his grip and
just comply. Just comply with the guy. He's stronger. He's stronger than us.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
We still need to get into the hub.
Leave him. That's the end of... We'll come back to him tomorrow. No guarantee we get a robot hand. I think it's more likely that we just lose a hand. We have done our best. We lost half our health. We have achieved nothing. This was really stupid. Okay, I'm going to take a short break, during which time I will toilet, have some very clean, very fast air through the window, and I will also eat a little burrito like a rat goblin. And then I'll be back. I think we're going to have some primo night hole content, so please start thinking about what you might enjoy saying or hearing in the night hole. I think I'm realising that I start a lot of games and I never really finish games. So I want to get onto Subnautica because I want to finish it, and I'm only playing that on the stream, and I love swimming around. I love swimming around and I love seeing the big fish. So I'm going to disappear and I will be back.